He's not the Wizard of Oz, but I think he could have landed his balloon back in Dorothy's Kansas bedroom without breaking anything. This Wizard of the Air is from Akron, and his name is Ken Myers. Ken is one of the many balloonists in Canton for the Pro Football Hall of Fame Balloon Classic. Getting the balloon into the air takes some teamwork, as ground crew members use a fan to blow air into the balloon at first, and then add some hot air to get you ready for liftoff. Climb into the basket, and you're set up and ready to take in the sights.
You might want to walk it over that
Oh. The first one's out. You don't realize you're going up in the balloon until you see people, cars, and trees getting smaller and smaller.
Unbelievable.
Is this your first time?
Yeah.
Oh.
Unbelievable. Ah.
First flight, we'd be in trouble.
Wow.
Another burst of burning propane takes you higher and higher. Ken and his wife Diane have been ballooning for 29 years, and her favorite part about this endeavor may surprise you.
The landowners, I guess. Some of the landowners have just been wonderful. They really are. They let you land in their property, launch from their property, and we've met some really incredible people.
Well, here we are continuing our flight over Stark County, and the only noise is that from the ground, or that occasional burst of hot air to keep us up in the sky. And one thing about ballooning, you just never know what might pass you by as you float around the Akron-Canton Airport. And now comes the time when you have to find a landing spot. Ken looked around and decided this home looked like a great place to put down, although those on board thought it was a little bit of a tight squeeze.
Land right in here?
Oh, Ken, that would have been great. Right over here?
Yeah.
Because we're...
Sneak in here, get away from that tree.
Woo. Holy cow. I cannot believe you're putting it down in this small spot.
Oh, dude, you don't even know. We landed in the middle of London Square last time. This isn't nothing.
Right now.
Ooh,
Ken had no problem sliding the Remax balloon to a perfect, soft touchdown.
Bend your knees.
Oh,
Wow.
Oh! Sorry, guys.
how's that?
I don't believe
Was
you.
that a hard enough landing?
That was great.
Oh, no, some of them we get in real tight
What do you want me to
landing
do?
spots. Stay in.
Okay.
How did you... You can get in a place tighter than this?
Here come the kids. They're coming.
When it's calm,
I want to go back up.
when it's calm we can do that. When it's windy you need a bigger spot. But what
I'm gonna
what
ask
I
them
was
to
looking
get a
at,
picture.
the way we're headed is not
Yeah, Nikki.
not real
Pretty.
good.
Balloons can be directed by changing altitudes because wind currents change as you go up and down in the sky. But the middle of the day is not a good time for any ballooning.
What will happen is the sun
This is
warms
crazy.
up the earth unevenly, and you get air currents going up and down. That's a thermal. So you don't know what you're doing. You go up when you don't expect it, and you go down when you don't expect it. so we don't fly during the middle of the day. That's why we fly within 3 hours of sunrise or 3 hours of sunset. That's why you came out early.
Oh, wow.
So we can get the flight in and get down before thermals develop.
And to finish off a perfect balloon ride, you need some bubbly. It's tradition.
So in the spring of 1783, they'd build a big balloon out of paper and silk. Thinking it was black smoke that made it go up, they started a fire. Wet straw, dirty rags, cow manure, wet wool, anything to make a lot of black smoke. Well, that first flight was 20 minutes and they went 5 miles. In Europe at that time you had little villages all around the countryside, and around each village was a farmland. So you'd live in the village, and then every day you'd get up and go out and work in the fields. They were working in the fields and they looked up in the sky and saw this bright colorful thing billowing black smoke coming down toward Earth. Some of them thought it was a dragon, some of them thought it was aliens. So when that first balloon came down, they attacked with pitchforks and tore it all up. Actually even shot it. Well, that's hard on the balloon. Kind of scary for the passengers too. Well, at that time you couldn't drink the water in Europe because it was contaminated. So every village was known for the wine, beer, and champagne from that particular village. So from that point on, every time somebody flew, they'd take some of the very best champagne from their home village and take it along with them. When they'd float down close to the earth at the end of the flight, they'd yell out to everybody in the field and invite them in for a drink. That would show that they were friendly and saved the balloon.
All right.
So we continue that today. To many gentle breezes and soft landings and good crew and good passengers.
Cheers.
All right.
Cheers.
Cheers.
All right, Ken. Good story.
Pilot Ken and his co-pilot and ground commander wife, Diane, will be flying their balloon at the Hall of Fame Balloon Classic all weekend long, as well as many, many other balloon enthusiasts.
What else do you see? What's the pink thing?
This has been Mark Bergman reporting.